Hello, welcome to the stream. You're live here on twitch.tv, and I am yours truly, Yogeto Rose the Wolf 36. Happy Friday to everyone here. It is our favorite day here in the Blanket Fort. It is Mass Effect Friday, and we're going to continue where we left off at. We just got our boy Garrus, and now we're going to catch up and do some side stuff before we go do the summit, led by Primarch Victus. Hi, Dental. How are you, my good sir? Happy Friday to you. How's the new year treating you so far? Okay, wait, I do need to look at my journal, though. Because there's, like, a lot to do. And, of course, we also have the start for the Ashes DLC, the Leviathan DLC. So, yeah. Rainy, I feel that. I feel that. It's supposed to snow a bit tomorrow, and what is with all these people wanting to connect with me on LinkedIn? Okay, oh yeah, I had Bejeweled up playing. So, I already scanned through Apian Crest, Exodus, Petra Nebula, the Kite's Nest, Hades Gamma. We haven't done Sigurd's Cradle yet. We haven't done any of these really. Let's do Minos Wasteland. How was your Christmas? Was it a nice Christmas, I hope? Okay, I have to scan this very carefully. Because I have a map right here of where I'm supposed to scan. And I have to be very careful about this.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. Was supposed to just another day? I feel that. It was just me for Christmas. I did not travel to visit my parents in California this year. And after the disastrous Christmas that was last year, I was content to not travel. I think I gained 50 pounds and a bunch of gray hairs for that, and I am way too young to be having gray hairs in her hair right now. You get anything cool for Christmas? Use more Frontier. Yeah, like,
I found something.
because we thought last year, well, not last year, in 23, we were going to be burying my grandmother, Nana. But she's still kicking, you know? But she's now in hospice closer to my parents. If she keeps going all the way to April, she will be 95 years old. I don't want to wish that Christmas on anyone. I think for you... Oh, I think for me it's just... Thanksgiving is just another day for me. Wow, Christmas is just more of a special thing for me, and I completely forgot what we were doing. Shrike Abyssal? Yeah, the Shrike Abyssal. We already were in Zecha. But this year will be the first year I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas with my new in-laws. Nate and I are going to be getting married in October. So I'm moving out there first. And then, yeah, it'll be great. I can't wait. We're in Earl of Rost.
Signal confirmed.
We'll start getting associates and all sorts of stuff in time after. For us, at least for my family, for Christmas, we have a manicotti recipe for Christmas Eve. Mom usually makes like a roast beast or something for Christmas Day. So for me, it's more special when there's manicotti. That sounds fun. The one year where we had like a quote-unquote canceled Christmas was the year my grandparents were out of town. Or Grandpa and his wife were out of town on a cruise. and I had my wisdoms removed about 2 days before. So I was just kind of stuck doing nothing.
I found
And I was
something.
kind of miserable. Ooh. Deep fried turkey, black oak smoke. Dang, that sound. Dang, y'all were spoiled, man. But for Thanksgiving this year, back in November, I went to my auntie's because she invited me over. She's a longtime friend of my mom and my uncle. They went to high school together. So she, her husband, and her stepson had me over. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Petra Nebula and do the school. I remember right. Nothing for. Yeah, there's nothing in the Petra Nebula. Not spoiled as how I eat primary balls, everybody. I'm not in the mood. The rain inhales. Oof. I did read that I guess a polar vortex is coming out there to yeah, a polar vortex is coming out there out east. It's supposed to be like cold, snowy, blizzardy constantly. I remember there was that polar vortex, like what was it, back in 2016, I want to say? Like it wasn't that long ago, and some people were calling it Snowmageddon. Oh, the redwoods. Oh. No, man, like, that's one thing I miss about California is all the redwoods. And they smell so good in the summer. Let's get our boy leveled up. And then you, which I can't do anything for you. My parents don't live.
And there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus.
Oh, geez, tsunami zone.
At least a dozen fighters.
My parents
on blockade
don't.
today.
My parents live, I think,
Too
about
many for
20
us
minutes
to
away
straight
from
up
Scotts
fight.
Valley out in
They must want this
California.
place bad.
And Mom got footage
Receiving
of the
incoming
tornado that
transmission.
happened out there. That was shocking.
Let's hear it.
Oh, the 7.0. I think I read about that. That's like.
Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate
That was
assistance.
up like near Eureka, I
Troopers
remember.
attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This
Mom
is
says she
Commander
felt,
Shepard.
she
We're
and Dad
blocked
felt
by the
it down
direct
in the
approach.
South Bay
I
area.
know. They've taken control of our docking bay.
Any alternatives?
I remember the 7.0 that happened out in Sorrels Valley in the Mojave Desert.
All right,
Nana was
come
still
in
in her
by
house
shuttle,
at the
get your
time when
students
it
out of there.
happened.
Joker, can you give me a diversion?
That's about
boy,
where.
can I.
And when the 7.0 aftershock hit Sorrels Valley, hit Ridgecrest area, she thought that the cat had jumped onto her chair. I'm not trying to dox you, you dirt. I'm just stating facts. Got nothing to blame but yourself for that, soldiers.
Come and get me.
Back blast.
Keep the shuttle in position.
I'm
We'll be
guessing
back.
you're keeping V on her toes. My best friend lives out in Santa Cruz. Though they're moving to, she and her housemates are moving to Scotts Valley, so thankfully further away from the coast. I remember she sent me footage of water levels that just rose out in the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk area.
Commander, I'm locked in the server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Oh, Santa Cruz is NorCal.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre.
The mystery spot's an
there when
overglorified
Sterling
tourist
betrayed
trap, much like the Winchester
saved my
Mystery
life
House,
back
but it's
then.
fun to walk through the
He's a good
redwoods.
man.
It's so cool to see.
He was on Earth when the
They
Reapers-
filmed
He stayed behind when I got
Bumblebee
off
in
world.
those redwoods in Felton.
We've been cut off from
Mom
those
told me
views.
when they
He's
closed
alive?
17 for a long
Alive and
while,
fighting. He's currently leading the resistance
just to,
movement.
so that way they could film there.
If we get out of here,
And they filmed
just tell him to stay alive.
whatchamacallit, they filmed Return of the Jedi Endor out there too.
A few months knocking over practice dummies can't prepare your students for war.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get, and our students are unique resources. They wanted to
Good
help.
old
How
Carmel.
could we say no with the entire galaxy?
Even though I'm not much of a beach person, that's more mom's forte. I used to have
Hang
family
on,
down in
I've been trying to
Monterey,
get communications working.
but when my great aunt passed away, we just kind of stopped showing up there.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here.
Oh,
while
that's
they
so
run
cool
for the
that your
shuttle.
uncle was in Return of
Thank
the
you,
Jedi.
Commander. I'll stay put.
He probably
Good
had
luck,
fun
I
with the
can regain control
Ewoks.
of some of our systems.
I remember Mom telling me that people hated the Ewoks until Jar Jar Binks was involved and they had something else to hate.
I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
You played the clip from YouTube on stream a few times. Wait, which clip? Goofy?
Nobody's going to hurt you. The file says we need you alive. But your sister, she's optional.
When Han Solo taps the shoulder of the stormtroopers. Yeah.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe. Then Kaylee Sanders at security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
Hey, that's dope. Can't really say I've ever had any family members in any movies. I know you could see the back of my father's head at the ending of a Mythbusters show. My parents went and did that, well, on the day I had senior portraits, and I encouraged them to do it because it was like a once in a lifetime type thing. 76. '76. And my parents at the time would have been barely 10 years old.
Sean, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Make sure to have the hard copy of the books, get autographed. Nice.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors is with them, but they can't hold out much longer.
Eat this!
Jack?
Shepard?
Hi, Caboose. How are you, big boy? Did you have good news?
Students are still civilians. We need to keep the heat off them.
No, go down already. Oof. When she's the Wonka cast in Ewok Apples. Yeah, I heard a 12-year-old was wicked at the time.
Would show up. All right, amp check. Frankly, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
You're not telling me anything I haven't told myself, Jack.
Oh, you feel bad? Well, shit. I bet that's a big comfort to all the people Cerberus has killed.
As charming as ever.
Bite me, Garrus. Better yet, bite her. Probably how she likes it. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here. Your guys? Yeah, I guess so.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more.
Well,
Got anything
I
big
had some
planned
free
for the
time
year,
while you
Dental?
were off playing hero.
Or at least anything big for
Alliance Brass
for
and I helped.
January?
They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser's coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Yes, Caboose.
Good luck, man.
Papa.
Shepard to Sanders. The
Come
students
here.
are safe, but the shuttle's a
Oh,
no-go.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I might know another way off
Oh,
the station, but I need
maybe head
station
south before I go
camera
farming
access.
this way.
Can you disable the Cerberus security
That sounds
override?
nice going
It's running
south.
through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
It's been a pretty brown Christmas here so far, meaning...
How does camera access get us off this station?
Yes, Caboose, it means we really didn't get much snow, and yet they say, a lot of people I talked to said it's pretty typical here in Utah.
Give me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keep Cerberus from boxing you in.
I can't believe you and our teacher work together. With both of you here.
Commander Shepard?
Maybe we've got a chance.
Yeah. We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
Oh, yes, Caboose, I know. I know, you too, yeah.
I think I pulled a muscle.
Just drink your juice. You'll be fine.
Yeah, spring's gonna be busy for me. Oh, yes, you're a very handsome boy, Goose. I'm not sure why you expect me to pet you and play at the same time.
Sanders, you should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
There we go. Come here, Goose. Caboose has always been my cuddly boy. These two were sprinting around the apartment on edge, but I packed away 2 bins of Christmas stuff and packed away 2 boxes.
Must have files on all of us.
Got it.
You should be able to force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles ahead of you and get a pair ready to fly.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, the biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But
Aw, Caboose.
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
Have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me.
Like, Sac
And you'll
Anime
have
started
family.
in Sacramento. Mark
These
Muir,
guys. Anyone screws with my
Yara's
students,
actress,
I will
Tally's
tear them
actress,
apart.
Courtney Taylor, who's Jack, were there, and I'm like, well, it would be a 10-hour drive just to get there.
What's so
But I
valuable
don't really
about
want
these
to drive
students?
in the winter like
Biotically,
this.
I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Isn't that the kind of thing you wanted to destroy on Pragia?
You know damn well it wasn't. Cerberus was torturing kids on Pragia. These guys are older, and they volunteered, and the only ones feeling any pain are the bad guys.
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
Good old Jack.
Everyone, be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire. We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
I like it. Keeps them safer, too.
Just time your shots and stay safe.
And
All right,
Caboose is
I
on the
didn't
left.
bust my ass training you so you could die now. Keep low, pick your targets.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Asshole.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
You've already held your own against Cerberus. You've been trained for this by one of the best.
Come on, Rodriguez. They're only asking nicely because you scared them in that last fight. So take your balls out of your purse and kick some ass. Yes, ma'am.
Let's go!
Let's get these kids out of here. Hopefully Nate gets home safely. His grandfather was having some issues, so he went to go check on his. No engineering for you.
Roger that.
There's so many guardians.
Roger that.
Okay, yeah, you're still up. Looks like we'll get through some backdoor stuff before we go to the summit that takes us to Surkesh.
I'm on it.
Oh, Sugarfoot. Wait, I thought I did not equip my SMG. What? Look at the glitch.
Right away. Roger that.
Oh, curious.
Come on. We can go through the side door.
I guess Caboose wanted his turn on the lab.
Kaylee, we're in the atrium.
I'm taking a back route to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
I was doing some job searching and Miss Mama hopped up on my lap. Actually, no. I was doing some move prep and research and Miss Mama took my lap. And then when I started doing job searching, I couldn't access the resource material I needed because she was on me. It's hard to move when you have a happy cat in your lap. I mean, let me correct myself. You don't move. That's law. And Jeez, you play too much Call of Duty. Don't you know riot shields don't work? I hear a turret.
Everyone okay up there?
Rodriguez took one in the arm because she didn't watch her barrier.
Commander, I've reached the Cerberus shuttles without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go live for the full time. What I'm gonna do is keep streaming until 8 and then just pass out. I don't know why I'm so tired.
Our file says you've been working on it.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now.
The square root of 906.01 equals...
30.1.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
David, you know her?
Yes. She rescued me from Cerberus. Sent me here. She made it quiet.
You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
He looks better.
I remember you. Normandy crew. Sorry.
It was never your fault.
Has Grissom Academy been alright?
Yes. I've been counting.
Anything in particular?
The number of days you lengthened my life. The security office. I hacked the lock. Guns. Lots of guns. Goodbye.
Ah, sweet old David. Yeah, y'all remember the Overlord DLC from when we suffered through Mass Effect 2. Let's get a move on.
Looks like schematics for AMP interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
You never not use the Atlas. And to think Cerberus almost killed David the second time. Oops. That dude is stuck.
Hurry, Commander. The Normandy has pulled the cruiser out of position. We need to leave now.
Kaylee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Caboose, can I sit down and more comfortable? Is that a little bit thick? It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I just had to sit down.
Joker, we flew out on a
I'm
Cerberus shuttle. What's
sorry.
your fire?
He's mad I readjusted.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat. What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez? Screw you, ma'am.
I can't believe we got them out alive.
Caboose,
I was going to
she's
suggest that
hanging
they
up.
stick to support roles. Perhaps they're ready after all.
They're definitely ready. The Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit! Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now. Preparing to dock. Hey, Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
What the hell was that?
Jack promised to watch your language in order to maintain the necessary professionalism we need from our teachers.
Would she have a swear jar or something? 'Cause I bet if we empty that thing, we can afford another cruiser.
Cover your ears, kids. Hey, Joker.
Whatever she said, we'll never know.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Good to see you too, sir.
Sir, I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus' hands.
They're definitely eager to help.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report.
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Feels so weird to have a lot of my stuff taken down, even though it doesn't look like a lot. It really is. Like, dang. Sometimes I forget how surreal it is to be packing to get ready for a long journey for a new adventure. It didn't really matter much to me when I was in California.
You may want to check in on Shuttle Pilot Cortez down in the armory.
I didn't have a lot, but now I've built a livelihood here.
Commander. Sorry, didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved, said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking with him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
Sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits. There's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... Well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here. Anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out. Shuttle's primed for the next drop.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing. So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple. Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation. Hey.
So he was James Sanders, but I wonder if Vega was his mother's maiden name.
Breaking now. A city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more. New footage from Earth reveals the Reaper's plans to attack large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space.
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
Well, that just happened.
No crew health issues to report.
Tomorrow will be an active day of active lifting, getting outside, walking.
One of the
doing
worst
stuff.
parts of this war is watching the kids react. If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers. Life just wouldn't have been complete if I didn't see Jack one more time. It's nice to see she's downgraded from dangerous lunatic to mildly insane. You have to admit, though, she did see through Cerberus back in the day. I might have even listened, but her tattoos gave me a headache every time she walked into the room. Looks like we beat Cerberus again. Do you think the elusive man fires lieutenants over failures like this, or just lines them up against the wall and gets it over with? I wish they had had a Grissom Academy for Turians when I was growing up. Always wanted to learn how to paint. Now I mostly paint walls with Reaper blood. Not the same, but it's a living.
It was actually implied in the Homeworlds comics that Garrus was a pretty gifted child. He was about to go away to like a Brainiac camp when his mother's workplace got attacked. He'd rather throw everything away just to make sure that everyone he cares about is okay.
So who needs their ass kicked now?
Dr. Tassoni found you. Information in the data you recovered, Commander.
It was odd to see an entire academy just for biotic children.
Don't Asari have biotic schools?
Every Asari school includes biotic training programs. It's basic education. Still, those children in the academy were very impressive. I'm sure Jack's proud. Feel free to look around.
Alrighty. Let's head back up. This is my
Encrypted message from a Miranda Wilson. I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
Why does that keep
We wouldn't have known
happening?
about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander. Commander?
So Jack's an instructor? Guess anyone who messes with biotic kids gets turned into a small stain on the floor and ceiling. Ooh, and that was Cerberus attacking the academy. Man, that must have been like Christmas for her. Anyway, nice job on getting them out of there.
They were throwing out some impressive biotic power.
Good. We could use some heavy hitters in the biotics department. It'll be good for them too. Biotics face a lot of discrimination. Maybe if they save the galaxy, people will get over their issues.
I didn't expect.
Commander.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
It is good to know that Jack has thus far survived the Reaper invasion. I have amusing memories of her attempts to insert additions into my reports to the Elusive Man. Most of them centered around inappropriate uses of the word cockpit.
Yeah, just as like Gary says, life just wouldn't be the same without seeing Jack just one more time. Alrighty, I wasn't planning on going back to Citadel immediately, but we could take a look-see. I just want to finish scanning everything else. But I think we did largely. If I remember right, there was nothing in Sigurd's cradle. Check my map real quick. Okay. Sigurd's cradle. Shrike Abyssal. Oh, there's stuff here. We get access to more areas the further we get in the story, so and for those that are here wondering, the Citadel DLC, that is the final thing we do before we go off and storm the Cerberus base.
Signal confirmed.
So yeah, the Citadel DLC is always the final thing we do before we storm the server space to finish off the game. Every time it does that.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
On my way.
Rude. I thought there was another guy missing.
It appears to be Reaper tech, but the signature is new to me.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad. Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
Integrated, like, that's kind of scary. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going?
Second sample secured. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got high. Have to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire. Scratch that. Make it 4. Rendezvous when I can. Out.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like being stranded.
Never said it would be easy. Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I'm with you.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time for some
Lieutenant!
There goes the easy route.
Just reload and keep fighting.
Oh, what the heck is going on? Let's simulate. Hi, Bad Player. How you doing? You got. Oh, I'm so glad you got your prizes. Okay. You're most welcome. Merry Christmas.
He'll make it. Just keep this landing pad clear.
Hopefully the quality is to your standards.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
I love how he's just like, come here.
We're at the extraction point, ready for pickup.
Almost there.
What is with everyone falling out of the sky that isn't Cerberus? Good. I'll keep working on better graphics and illustrations. Maybe I should go back to art school. I just got burnt out of it when I was just getting burnt out of university. But now that I've graduated, well, I'll be into it. But yeah, I worked on that Blanket Fort graphic back in 2022, I want to say. And I'm very proud of it. I love it. It's so cute. And I'm working on it full print right now.
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its
And I'm
purpose,
working on
we
like
disrupted their
a
experiments.
spring-summer graduation
just
special
close up
for
shop.
limited stuff when
Agreed.
it gets
We'll keep
closer to
sending
May,
strikes against the
April.
facility. Good work, Commander.
Because I walk in May. I like designing stuff, it's fun. Did you have a nice New Year, Bad Player? Hopefully it was nice and relaxing or upbeat and boisterous.
Birds don't quit, they get ugly. Give them that. Commander?
That's nice. I think it was relaxing too, except I just made some Korean. That was like the only thing I ate. Kept it low key.
Everything okay with the
I'm
shuttle?
not much of a party person.
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are views like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
If you put it that way, how can I say no?
You can't.
Well, I guess there's our excuse to go back to the Citadel.
Admiral Hackett is available in the war room on VidCon.
We don't need to talk to Admiral Hackett. We're in Sigurd's Cradle.
I found something.
Hi, Caboose. Did you want more cuddles? Why don't you hop up? Come on, Boosh. There he is. Want to say hi to everyone watching, Caboose? Oh, Mr. Caboose. Oh, you are so proud of yourself of everything, aren't you? You were a brave boy today, weren't you? Helping me put away some more Christmas stuff, packing some boxes. Caboose is one of the kitchen dudes, this kitty. He's a very good boy. Oh yeah, and there's the initiation for the Omega DLC.
Are you Bray?
The great Commander Shepard. And me without my autograph book.
Save it. Just take me to Aria.
Follow me.
Oh, Caboose.
So where is she? Shepard. Aria. How dramatic. There are too many eyes and ears in Purgatory.
Caboose now is just sitting on my lap watching, cuddling. He's one of the biggest cuddlers I know.
I assume this is about retaking Omega. This is about your war, Shepard. Cerberus controlling the terminus system seriously bolsters their mobility. Since taking Omega, they've spread through the galaxy. Surely the Alliance has noticed. Cut to the chase. What's your plan? Kick them out. I've amassed a fleet of merc ships. We're going to punch through enemy lines and invade. Once we're on Omega, it's a ground war. That's why I want you. I only accept the best. The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Oleg Petrovsky. He's the one who ousted me. Don't know him. The elusive man's top military strategist and best kept secret. But all you really need to know is that he's a merciless bastard. What's your intel on the occupation? Petrovsky's army is massive and he's got Omega locked tight. The information stops there. So, you're winging it? Not at all. There are secrets on Omega only I know. Secrets that will provide us a foothold. I can tell you this. Petrovsky's invasion was precise and ruthless. He'll stop at nothing to win. Sounds familiar. Shepard, I know my reputation. I know I'm hated. I ruled Omega with an iron fist. But the people were free. Their lives were theirs. I preserved that. This man took all that away, and he is going to pay. When Omega is mine again, I'll give you everything. I've got ships, mercs, Ezo, all yours for the war. What's the catch? I have objections to some of the company you keep. So you'll have to leave the Normandy and its crew behind. My crew are professionals. Let's just say I want you all to myself.
Aria.
Bray will provide coordinates to my fleet. Oh, and while we're still in the Citadel, please be discreet.
The fleet is hidden in this system. Signal me when you're on your way. Ari and I will meet you on the command ship. Can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
And we're back on the Normandy. We're not going to do the Omega DLC just yet. But I think what we're going to do is in order of completion.
You're clear
We'll do
to
the
dock,
Ashes
Normandy.
DLC, then
Do
the
you need
Omega
ground
DLC,
transport?
then the Leviathan DLC, and then the Citadel DLC.
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Shepard, over here.
Commander Shepard, it's been far too long. We live in interesting times.
A little too interesting.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm surprised they didn't court-martial you. The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
It's okay,
Doesn't matter
Bruce.
now.
Shepard, about Earth.
Countless people lost their lives within minutes. The Reapers are everything we feared.
They should have listened to you a long time ago. I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising. Shepard, there's something I wanted to mention.
What is it?
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... well, there's a lot going on.
I thought we made sure she was safe.
We did. It's probably nothing, but I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
What do you need from me?
I appreciate the offer, Shepard, but you have your hands full. If I need a door or two kicked down, I know just who to call. But for now, I'll be fine.
Okay. I understand.
I have to figure this out.
You will. If you're looking for a lead here, anyone associated with Cerberus will be hard to find.
No question. But I'm owed a few favors. Someone here will give me a tip on Oriana.
Why do you think your father is involved in Oriana's disappearance?
I kept careful tabs on my sister. I always knew where she was. For her to just vanish, it could only be him. After I hid her away, I still knew he'd stop at nothing to find her. She's all he has left. I have a hunch what happened, but I'll fill you in when I'm certain.
Have you had any run-ins with the Elusive Man?
Just once. He said it had been a pleasure to work with me, but he needed to contain the situation.
Contain the situation. Sounds final.
It nearly was. He doesn't take rejection well.
No, he doesn't. It's been a long time. What happened to you?
I've been in hiding. Being on the run from just about everyone isn't as glamorous as it sounds.
I didn't know.
It's all right. I knew there would be repercussions to walking away from Cerberus.
I imagine. You're a dangerous enemy.
I am.
I've got to get back to it.
And I should get out of sight.
Be careful.
No promises.
Oh, Goose. Caboose is trying to be cute right now. And cuddly. He's my sweet boy. Very sensitive to stuff, though, too. Very sensitive to changes.
You finally made it off the Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking. Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkar.
What's one Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive corps missions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
But you weren't. You're alive. And that's a good thing.
Maybe so.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turian shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody's given up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
That's the SSV London. Decommissioned years ago. Look, no guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had eezo cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. Gotta let go. For real this time. The refugees here put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones, so I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean, let me think about it.
Yeah, that's what grief does to people. Just double check stuff. Yep, and who cares about Kaden? Oh, hi, Boosh. Oh, look at those big blue eyes and those lips. Who's my sweet boy?
Please select a destination. One moment, please.
I know I fawn over my kitties, but they're my babies.
Now arrive
First and foremost of everything, they're my babies.
I think I recovered the obelisk you mentioned from the Shrike Abyssal. It's waiting in Bay D-24.
Really? Thank you, Earth Clan. Were your people involved in a secret construction project of some sort? I am certain this obelisk would help.
Victus has requested a war summit of Council races. Reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the Trojan.
Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. Just so worried. It's not like him to go out.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter.
Oh. Denial is a scary thing in grief. You said it, Boosh.
Commander Shepard, John Dumbao, Special Tactics and
Sweater.
Recon. I've got intel suggesting that high-level Hanar officials may be indoctrinated.
That's a damning accusation. What have you got?
Evidence of an Alliance Black Ops team raiding a Batarian research station. The Batarians were studying Reaper technology.
The Batarians had Reaper technology?
The Alliance raid turned into a massacre, and the humans ended up with nothing. Your people faked a power failure to hide the incident.
The Batarians would have gone to war if they'd found out. But how does this implicate the Hanar?
They maintained discreet gray market trade relationships with the Batarians, and led the Alliance to the station. We suspect those Hanar operatives escaped with Batarian tech. If your reports on the Reapers are accurate, they could already be indoctrinated.
What's your source on all this?
It was an anonymous gift, but I believe it came from a thief named Kasumi Goto. I've been after her for years.
Kasumi? You're hunting a thief?
A master thief. Her intelligence and skill are almost Solarian.
I'm sure she'd appreciate praise from the Spectre who's chasing her down.
I only need her data. I admire her personally. And since she sent me this, I assume her feelings are mutual.
What do you need me to do?
The Hanar operative is now a diplomat on the Citadel. I don't have a public name, and the Hanar will go to ground if I make a formal inquiry.
So we're hunting?
I'm tracking suspicious transmissions to the Hanar homeworld. I could use your help.
Let me see what I can dig up at the Spectre office.
Thanks, Shepard. And for the record, not everyone doubted your concerns about the Reapers. I just hope we're not too late.
So, remember when you helped me get KG's grey box from Donovan Hawk? The one with information that could start a war?
Information like an Alliance Black Ops raid on the Batarian research lab?
I figured it wouldn't hurt to leak it now. Especially if there really is an indoctrinated jellyfish out there. Crazier than usual. If you don't mind me tagging along here, maybe I can help you dig up some dirt on the Hanar.
I'd appreciate it.
Shepard, I'm checking security room.
On it.
I guess I missed
Got a
something.
good plan. Hanar unpredictable.
Can you track the transfers
Anything
coming from the
suspicious
Hanar
in the
embassy?
terminal use should narrow down our list of suspects.
So you
Absolutely. He's a good Spectre. The galaxy needs more like him.
and
It's a
the fact
shame
that he's trying
that-
to arrest you?
Well, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, it's a shame that Solarians don't live long.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk to you about releasing Jonas Sedaris.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look, there's no way I'm letting that psychopath out. The woman's unstable and a clear public threat.
What makes you think she's crazy?
She was a ruthless sadist before she got caught. Her imprisonment has cracked the shell off the nut.
Maybe freedom will improve her.
She rages day and night, Shepard, calling for the deaths of all Eclipse enemies. No, freedom will only give her the chance to kill.
I'd like access to her to judge for myself.
Sure thing. I'm sure you'll agree. Then maybe the council will listen to you and rescind the order. Go to the CSEC outpost. My assistant will connect to Sedaris' cell from there. Then call me back.
Yeah, no way. We're not gonna release Sedaris.
The council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard.
It would be fun if we took the train as part
Val,
of the
I
move.
have some possible hits. Got some strange money transfers on Balone, and Olun is sending a lot of data.
Malone's clean. His money transfers are to support his mistress. Not sure about Malone. I'll pull his bio.
I'll check Olun's personal records and pull his recent messages.
Can I just note how odd it is for a Hanar to have a mistress?
If
Better.
Val catches up with you, I can grant you immunity.
What, if I join up? Last time I did that, you wrote me into a suicide mission.
I didn't say you had to join up.
You were working your way around to it.
Lol.
Intelligence is reporting sightings of Reaper forces in Salian Nebula and Nimbus cluster.
If you're able to, if you're still there, bad player, I'd love to see what it looks like on print. You could tag me on Twitter. Oh gosh, I hated this mission with how obscure it was. Oh. Yes, Boosh. Yes, Mr. Caboose. Right.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose their
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
I also go to Huerta Purgatory. So I don't really want to visit Caden.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
I found this Metagel formula. Figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
We're at this little farm. We killed a few enemy scouts. It's quiet. The shuttle gets called away for support, so I'm there for the night. The humans get me dinner, show me around. One of them, this freckled farm girl, maybe 15. She wants to hear all about what it's like to be a commando.
You were probably the most exciting thing ever to land at her farm.
Yeah. And she's saying she wants to be a pilot, and I say that life on a ship is grimy. And she asks if I'd like to use their shower.
Going by my records, you'd been on active duty for more than 3 weeks. Probably no real chance to get clean in all that time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Welcome to Serta. Thank you for shopping.
Nobody cares about Dr. Chloe Michelle. She hits on our boy Garrus. Unacceptable.
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone, but I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology. But with a few alterations, they should work for this as well. This is exactly what I need. Thank you. Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Let's head to the commons.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I had plans to return to a room, but business here keeps luring me back. Perhaps.
Welcome to Kanala Exports. We appreciate your
The Blood Dragon armor is inspired by the Dragon Age games.
Arsenal supplies. Thank you.
Dragon Age is another title that BioWare is known for alongside their Knights of the Old Republic. And good old Anthem.
I don't know. A text message is so impersonal. He's off risking his life. He deserves more than that. I could report something, but I hate leaving bid messages. I always get flustered.
General Oraka.
Commander Shepard.
General Araka. I think we met in Cora's den. You were pretty miserable, if I recall.
Yes, neck deep in drink just before I retired. I'm clean now, reinstated.
I hear you're taking on the Blue Suns.
I need to do my part for the Citadel, Commander. The Blue Suns are raiding C-Sec weapons shipments. I'm putting a stop to that. Those mercs are seriously jeopardizing the Citadel's ability to defend itself if the war comes here. When the war comes here.
There are other ways to secure weapons, General.
You don't think I've tried? There's a black market dealer on Citadel right now, but he won't sell his top-line arms. The Reapers are destroying everything in their path, and I can't stop them. But I can stop the Blue Suns.
Let me see what I can do for you.
I'd appreciate your help, and I'll have a plan of action ready if things fall through.
It's her. Can you believe it, Boost? It's her.
Hey, I remember you. Shepard, right? Heard you're fighting the Reapers. Matriarch Athena. You were working on Ilium. How'd you end up here?
With the Reapers making noise, I figured it was time to get somewhere safer. So I moved here.
I don't think so. I've seen some video footage of you looking at Liara.
Yeah. Matriarch Benazio was her mother. And, well, she doesn't know it, but I was her father.
You mean you were her other mother, right?
No, I didn't pop her out. Hell, she's never even met me.
Sorry. If you were human, you'd both be called the mother. Regardless of which one gave birth.
Well, I'm not human, am I? Anthropocentric bag of dicks.
Liara would love to meet you.
Why?
Am I gonna get some catitude?
Venezia ran off before the kid was
You're gonna give me
born.
catitude boost, then I
Besides,
recommend you walk.
This isn't
Take a walk.
charity work. She's one of the biggest intel brokers in the galaxy. And she's got some shady connections. Like a girlfriend who used to work for Cerberus.
I only worked with Cerberus to fight the Reapers.
And you're not with him now. I know. If you were, you wouldn't get within a light year of Liara.
Is that a threat?
I'm no commando, but I've had 1,000 years to learn to fight dirty. Nobody.
We didn't even romance Liara in the first game.
You combine her work with Venezia and... Well, the matriarchs might have ordered a hit. I hadn't agreed to keep an eye on her.
That's not gonna happen.
No argument here. I only took these crap jobs to keep the matriarchs happy that she's under control.
Just as long as we're clear. Nobody messes with my girl.
Maybe you're good enough for her after all.
I am cringing so hard. Why did I do that?
We'll see how that goes.
Oh gosh. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I don't even know if it was worth the points anymore.
That bartender over there?
The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements?
She's your father.
I know.
I never get to surprise you with anything.
I'm a very good information broker.
And you haven't talked to her about spying on you?
If I did that, they might send someone who wasn't as sympathetic to me. Besides, this is hardly the time for family reunions.
I think I might have blown out someone's ears.
Liara.
Oh, fine.
I'm sorry if I blew out your ears. One day I'll get this mic thing figured out. I don't have it plugged in yet. I forgot to go get the cord.
Come on. Can't blame the matriarchs for keeping an eye on you.
I am not my mother.
You did threaten to flay someone alive with your mind.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And you bugged my office on Ilium.
Logical conclusion.
Parents. I would have my parents' heads if they bugged anything of mine, to be quite honest.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Gotta get all these upgrades.
Thank you for shopping at Casa Fabrication Weaponry Alliance.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Shoot smart. Shoot Nosastra. Thank you for shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Look, Commander, I don't want any trouble. I'm authorized to sell here, and all my arms are legal, see?
These are lightweight weapons. Where's your top-end inventory?
Shit, you slumming for C-Sec too? I already got harassed by the old Turian with a bad attitude. Yeah, I got much better stuff, but it's off the market. Galaxy's going belly up. Credit won't mean anything once the Reapers are through.
So what exactly are you saying?
Whatever happens, I figure there'll be survivors, but it'll be chaos. I'm betting things will run on a barter system. So I'm getting a jump. My best stock only trades for hard goods and artifacts with real value.
Fed? Unless you want me to turn on the blanket for you, Mr.
So what gets me
Boost.
access to your top
Lately,
shelf?
since I got these
Turian
two,
just waved credits in
their
my face and
electric
spat on me.
blanket, their
Nice to see you have
heater,
flexibility.
heated up throw blanket for
If you find
Christmas,
any
they've
rare
been
pieces
using
when you're
it
out seeing
always
in
or
the
laying on
galaxy,
it,
bring them back.
even when
Then
it's
I'm
not
happy to
turned
share
on,
my
and I'm
cost
careful
out
not
with
to
C-Sec,
keep it
no
on
problem.
constantly lest they
Outside of that,
get
I
burned.
gotta stick to my guns.
Welcome to Cipertine Armory.
All Citrotine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee. Welcome to Agor Munitions. Thank you for shopping at Agor Munitions for details.
Alrighty, so before I talk to Jonas Sedaris, what I'm going to do is initiate a quick break time to go get some tea as well as turn on the blanket for them. So let's take a break.
하늘 내릴 데자뷰 머물고픈 어딘가의 낯선 view I'll be far away That's my life this 아름다운 galaxy Be alright 날 장르로는 fantasy 내일 내게 열리는 건 big big stage So that is who I am 오늘 깊은 밤 길을 잃어도 차라리 날아올라 그럼 내가 지나가는 대로 길이거든 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 fire I hope you be so my dreams come true 제일 작은 어느 날의 데자뷰 머물고픈 어딘가의 낯선 view I'll be far away That's my life this 아름다운 galaxy Be alright 날 장르로는 fantasy 내일 내게 열리는 건 big big stage So that is who I am
Chocolate.
Okay, thank you guys for waiting. The cat has been satisfied.
I've connected with Jonas Sedaris in her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course. When you're done, you can also contact Commander Bailey from that terminal.
Who's that spying on me now? Ah, I see. Good. Arya's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh, yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
It'd be smart to bury the threats, Sedaris.
I'll toss them into the caskets with my victims. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes, Sane, my second in command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sedaris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
Mm-hmm.
She's a menace. Let me try to make this problem go away.
Sounds good. I'll hold the line until I hear from you.
We hold the line.
I'm willing to bet you look worse than I do.
Yeah, well, did you hear about the chemical fire and those kids from level E24 that they brought in last night?
Yeah, I was there when they brought them in.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I don't need anything.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't think
Jeez, all the things that the nurses endure here.
Quick, hands behind your back. We'll be here any minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Bloodpack's leader. Arya brings him the Grid Commander Shepard. Crete pledges the game to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back. Try to look like I beat you up or something.
This better be on the up and up.
Quiet.
to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard, want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Most definitely. Arya will use Bloodpack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Pew, pew.
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Yes. Yes. I'm Arya's mold, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
Word of advice, don't double-cross Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh.
I think
Good
we're
work,
all a bit
Merle.
crazy.
Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
There we go. Now, what's next is going down to the cargo hold. Or not the cargo hold, the... Why did I say the cargo hold? The docks holding area.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing.
Val, Olun's doing some heavy lobbying for the Hanar to support the war effort.
So he's clearly not indoctrinated. Who's opposing him?
An unnamed Hanar recently posted here from Kaje. I'll check transit records for incoming Hanar.
It all comes down to the war, and you trying to pull everyone into it.
Would you rather the Reapers win?
I'd rather spend whatever time I have left with KG.
KG wouldn't want you to spend all your time plugged into that thing.
Well, he shouldn't have died then.
What about the food we were
That
promised?
makes sense.
It's been allocated to the Presidium. Then contact Commander Bailey over at CSEC. Tell him Garrus Vakarian would consider it a personal favor if he could reallocate the shipment so these people don't starve.
Men, get ready for trouble.
Not here for that, Sane. Just want to talk about Jonas Sedaris' release.
Oh, you're the one coordinating that, right? My idea, you know. Arya came to me looking to gain Eclipse support. I'm leveraging it to bust the boss out.
Sane, you should run Eclipse.
Huh?
You can do it. Leave Sedaris locked up and make the deal with Arya yourself.
Arya would be a step up. And you think she'd let me run things?
I don't see why not.
Right. Right. Then that's the plan. Keep Sedaris in jail. I'll call Arya right away.
Good man. I've got a list of new Hanar arrivals, Val. Forwarding it to you.
Damn. These are all face names. The Hanar names from the Alliance raid are soul names. And Hanar soul names are private. There's no public record. Can you get back to their personal communications?
On it. Maybe we'll find names there.
So how's the rest of the gang? Met up with anybody else?
Garrus is helping out on the Normandy.
Of course he is. What about Jacob?
Haven't heard from him.
See, Jacob could have gotten me back onto the Normandy.
I thought you were...
Shepard, the Council withdrew the release order for Sedaris. Arya T'Loak, of all people, got him to do it. Crazy.
Can say that again.
Thanks for your help, Shepard.
Val, here's the correspondence. If there's any mention of soul names...
I've got it. A recent arrival. Zemandis. Soul name regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair. He was with the Alliance team that massacred the Batarians. He's been on special research assignment ever since.
So, he got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
Looks that way. I'm sending you the nav point for his office. I'll meet you there.
Let's go deal with this jellyfish.
One moment.
Zemandis?
Or should I say, regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair?
It seems this one has been apprehended, but confinement is irrelevant. The work of the Enkindlers cannot be stopped.
Why are you trying to help the Reapers?
We obtained information regarding the Enkindlers from classified sources.
The Enkindlers? You mean the Protheans?
Yes. As you are aware, Commander Shepard, the Protheans eventually became the Collectors, and the Collectors served the Reapers.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Hi, Pumpkin.
Therefore,
Okay,
as a
be
faithful
safe, love.
servant of the Enkindlers, we too must serve the Reapers.
You big stupid jellyfish.
You know, I support religious freedom for all species, but that's just crazy.
Your skepticism does not matter. When the Enkindlers uplift us as their chosen sapiens, the galaxy will bear witness.
You're insane, and we can't allow you to endanger your planet. We are taking you into custody.
Your belief in your victory is mistaken. Our planetary defense network is largely automated. It can be disabled with a single virus, which I have just uploaded.
Damn it. Wait. A virus would be detected unless sent on low-priority channels, which have a time lag. I may be able to block the upload.
You may be delayed.
Help us! I'll handle this. Got it. Upload's disabled. Looks like we're in the... Wait. He's got some kind of failsafe. Get down!
She was here the entire time.
She was an old friend.
I intended to arrest her.
She helped me take down the Collectors, and she just gave her life to save the Hanar homeworld.
Point taken. It was an honor to work with you, Shepard. When the time comes, I'll be there to return the favor. With a few friends.
Yeah. I only had a little bit of ice cream.
You can come out now.
How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
There's no way you're recruiting me to fight in a galactic war.
The Crucible Project needs technical experts.
I'm not a scientist.
No, but you're the best thief in the galaxy. And you can hack unfamiliar technology better than anyone. They could use your help. And think of it. All that expensive tech just lying around. It's not like they're gonna check your pockets at the end of the project.
You say the nicest things. All right. I'm in. And Shep. Nice working with you again.
Ah, good old Kasumi. Let's head back to the ship.
One moment, please.
Once the clock hits 7, in about 30 minutes, we'll be entering our last hour of the stream for the night. Then I'm probably gonna hit the hay. Or if I really want to, I can get blood pumping on the bicycle and just be like, I refuse to be tired, but I should have probably done that earlier. You can tell I'm still trying to get things under wraps.
I hope I didn't leave you hanging too long on that last Cerberus raid.
Just glad we made it out in one piece.
It's been a while since I've seen a dogfight like that. Really missed my Trident. ACM isn't really the Kodiak strong suit. Just one more diagnostics week.
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Nate identified that the last time we played. That is Denitus.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Nothing to report.
Commander.
Need anything, Commander?
How's How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I'm sorry. Donnelly's dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team. Could use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for concern.
How's Engineer Daniels working out?
Her, I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Okie dokie. We'll head to Kite's Nest next. But for now, I think we want to go get our favorite resident Javik. Fun fact, he's also the same actor who played Spartan Locke or Jameson Locke. Bless your heart, man. You're stuck playing a worse character. Locke is kind of mid. We're in the Exodus cluster. Let's head to the Asgard sector real quick, or the Asgard system. If I want to, I could just cap it at 20 minutes. Dang, there's a lot of stuff here.
Signal confirmed.
Spec Ops Team Delta. Terra Nova. Remember the DLC we did in the first game? Terra Nova. We got the Shanghai. Oh shoot, we're gonna have to come back for those.
Faster than light jump successful. I found something.
There we go. Within data files. Alright, let's head back to Eden Prime. Dang, I must have forgotten to do her stuff. That's the one thing I liked about Mass Effect 3 that annoyed me about Mass Effect 2 is you couldn't max out your skills easily in Mass Effect 2. But in Mass Effect 3
This
you
is
could.
where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now with Cerberus here,
Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again. Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember the reports. I was busting my ass trying to find evidence against Saren. Hearing that he'd attacked a colony while I sat mired in bureaucracy, that was a bad day.
Sometimes I find it hard to believe you were ever at CSEC.
I wanted to help people. Fortunately, you showed me how to use the direct approach.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. Alright, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck,
You know,
we could get to the dig site before
If I didn't
Cerberus
pack
knows we're
away
here.
all my paint supplies, I wonder if I should do those Bob Ross videos. Paint with him. But all of my paint stuff is put away. I packed it away. It's sitting in a bin in my
No sign
closet.
of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
It survived, Saren. It can survive this.
I grew up on ships. Lose one, you can always move to another.
But you'd still remember.
Can't wait for a stove like that and double ovens.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus. There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's a Prothean.
Like the Collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos.
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Galactic community? You'd think they had something like a council?
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari.
Projecting.
Given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Of course. They must have had an impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Whatever he is, he's better with us than with Cerberus. Open the pod.
Of course. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
There they are.
help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Things have missile colonists, man. When you threaten someone's homestead, you know they're gonna defend it.
Footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
It's an Alliance soldier.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 200,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video, and how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
We didn't kill these people, and we're going to shut down the bastards who did.
Understood!
Right away!
Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Backup forces are here.
You guys really need to stop trying. Even if all you do is just doing it, you're not gonna succeed. You would think they'd learn, but they really don't. Elusive man thinks he's all that in a bag of chips.
I'm on it.
Okay, not gonna lie, spamming singularity, that was kind of funny.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Hi, Mom. Mom's just checking in with me. She and Dad mean well. They do.
I'm transmitting the signal.
But
Perfect.
I have to. My life is different from theirs.
Heavy Cerberus forces inbound. Looks like we've got a siege on our hands.
Fine.
Here they come. You got it.
Oh, Yara.
Affirmative.
Got it.
I failed. Nay.
Looks like we got a second to catch our breath.
If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode? We're almost there.
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access. Heavy mech, don't let it get close! Got it!
Nobody learns. I know they're just bots, but still, nobody learns.
Will do.
Understood.
Oh yeah, he did. Yes, if I wanted to.
There. You can open the life pod now. There, you got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes.
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure, Commander Traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Turian. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Java's like, I am above this.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which? You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art. Killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. No other reason to exist.
Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago in ways we could never imagine.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
Beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So, could you read something about this room? dust. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think. What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusama. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
It must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Keep in mind, that was what the council said they were gonna do when we went there for the initial meeting before we went to go retrieve the Pie Mark. They wanted to sacrifice Earth to slow the Reapers. When the actuality is, Protheans did the same thing and they
Why
lost.
do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
And welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
We just went through a lot of lore for this.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here. For me, it was only yesterday. Our empire spanned the galaxy. Now we are only a myth. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy. She is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie agrees with me.
But unlike Edie, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over Edie's body when he does that. When Edie...
The Normandy is a ship. Edie is a collection of processing hardware contained in that ship. Those are two separate things.
Doesn't the existence of the Reapers contradict that?
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
It's true. Doesn't take much to blow the mind of a Scotsman.
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
Say I've seen him. Just wondering.
Just verifying our parts backlog.
I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean. Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there. Exactly. Damn. I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years. Last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers.
I actually encountered a mod for Half-Life 2 called Lone. And you go through the entirety of Half-Life 2 with no one there. No enemies, no NPCs, no creatures, nothing. You go through Half-Life 2 as the last human on Earth. I don't know about you. That would really mess with someone's mind if they were the last one.
Good to see you, Commander.
It would mess with my mind. Because what true person stays sane when they're all alone? Humans need content.
Excellent find, Commander. The information network terminal has been updated.
Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean shepherd. There's so much he could tell us. Hello again.
Seen a lot of crazy things in my time on the Normandy, Shepard. Talking Reaper, talking plant, and now a real live talking Prothean. Hell of a thing, waking up to find everything you know is destroyed. But I imagine the chance to get some payback is consolation. Doubt you and I'll ever get a second chance against the Reapers. What do you suppose the Prothean eats? What if it's boiled Asari with a side of fried Turian? I don't know about Liara, but I'm not taking that one for the team. If this war goes south, maybe we could freeze you for 50,000 years, Shepard. You could go from being nearly famous to legendary.
No, I could never be separated from you.
Not right now.
Fine.
available in the war room on VidCon. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue. Commander?
You know, I thought I had this key fixed, but whenever I try to press the play button, it just gives the exclamation points, so I wonder if this Spotify plugin is not 100%, which kind of blows, honestly. So it makes me wonder if I should hotkey it to a number on my keypad.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Notice the hidden sexual cue there.
Commander?
How's our new visitor adjusting to the ship, Edie?
He appears not to understand the human custom of separate sex restroom facilities. I am attempting to enlighten him. I will update you if there is positive progress.
How about you just update me if he doesn't get the message?
Very well. Hello, Shepard.
What's left to do? Oops. It certainly is wartime, and I need to learn how to draw mountains again. Not the best, but how do you get better at stuff? Practice. Let's see if I can go back to Asgard real quick before we have to do priority, sir. Wait. I need fuel before I can go back to the Asgard sector. Off, dude. I'm glad they took out the fuel mechanic for Mass Effect Andromeda. Phew, it's safe. Tyre. Tyre and Sidon, I believe, are places that existed in the Old Testament and possibly the New Testament as well. I'm still going through my study of Ruth. There's so much to unpack in that book. I remember I briefly started a study on Exodus. More of like a symbolic type thing because... hold on. Excuse me. But... it was my own Exodus from California. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Signal confirmed.
some fuel. Nope, no, 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 no.
Evasion successful.
We almost ran out of fuel. Okay. Alrighty, let's head back to the Citadel, clear up a few things, and then we will. Next time we'll probably start it with priorities for cash. Sorry, Vulture Offspring have an allergy to dairy. I guess we can start off with Dr. Bryson's lab.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
It's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
Then how did you wind up in charge?
And the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist. I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge.
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality, too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
You could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Smokey.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You just shot your boss. He's dead. Why?
After you arrived, it was dark, cold, like I was somewhere else. That wasn't me.
You did this.
No! I'm not a murderer!
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. but I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
We won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Oh, that certainly isn't spooky.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No. But we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Laura would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding this search filter to the Galaxy Map.
Beautiful day in the Presidium. Said a murder happened.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands.
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. Hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the law.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart. Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding the search filter now.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample. Traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need Ezo?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, Element Zero will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with Element Zero?
Adding it now.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
March 7th, 2086.
Wow.
I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence, but the timing is wrong, and Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Doing so now.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
I am the vanguard of your destruction. This would be Nate. I'd find him in the bathroom with a ton of books. That's my Nader. He is the Nader.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Batarians and their pride. Pride is a very dangerous thing. That's why it's marked as a sin.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Of course.
Reaper activity.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Element Zero deposits.
Three possibilities.
Alien sightings.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Leveled up. We're returning to the regular Citadel first. There's some things we need to do.
baby.
Hey, how are you?
Commander Shepard.
Good.
Please
Just got
select
home.
a destination. One
How are you feeling?
Good. Feeling all that.
Presidium Embassy.
Oh. What have I missed?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select
We
a
got your boy.
Yay.
And once I'm done clearing up stuff on the Citadel, I'm gonna call it. Just because I'm still tired.
So you're making money.
Tomorrow I'm gonna make myself be active, including all the cleaning, the taking
Here,
stuff
I've got
out
some pieces
to
for you.
donations, etc.
Check in with General Oraka. You'll see I'm making CSEC very happy.
I got some kitty cat weapons for my grandmother's kitty.
Hmm. I think Miss Mama found a new hiding spot. I haven't figured out where it is yet, though.
Commander Shepard, I was just contacted by a black market dealer who's donating high-end weapons to CSEC. He wanted you to know. Sounds like it came through.
And the Blue Suns can go about their business.
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel defense. It won't bring Palaven back, but it's something. Thank you, Commander.
Is that the same general from like Mass Effect 1?
Yep. Sure is.
I always liked him as a character.
Pretty sure he was also voiced by Fred Tatasciore.
Let's see. Oraka, his name?
Yeah.
I can find out, sweetie.
But I'm pretty sure General Oraka was largely uncredited, as well as other minor roles. Like, people may have just done minor roles and fillers for other characters aside from their main voices.
Yup, Fred Tatasciore. He played...
He also was a human NPC. He was the uncle who was helping the wife of his deceased brother grieve, who was also carrying the kid. Like, I recognized the voice from there. And he was also Warden Kirill.
So he played as Saren Arturius, General Septimus Oraka, Michael Petrovsky.
Yep, Petrovsky.
Krogan Blackmailer and Krogan Bouncer.
Are you okay?
I've just been standing here, holding this for I don't know how long. It'll always be a part of me.
Your past is yours. No one can take that away.
We're helping Cortez grieve his husband.
I love you, but I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve.
Goodbye, Robert. I'm glad you came. I just need a few moments to myself.
We love you, Cortez. We do.
We're always down to help the homies.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
D-24. Hey, Keeper. I feel better now, though.
Yeah, it probably helped you to wake up a bit to get some fresh air, or do you mean knowing how your grandpa is?
Probably all of it. I just taking a nap and going out with pretty good.
Yeah, especially, yeah. And I know Mass Effect 3 will go relatively quickly. Like, I don't want to say like too fast, but it will not be a fast game. Or not a slow game, I should say. Mass Effect 2 always takes forever. But even though you just got here, is there anything you want to say to the stream as we close it out here for the night with how exhausted I am?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you stay up late, get some sleep.
Get lots of sleep. Or in our case, like you may sleep soundly, but sometimes your body just says it's not enough to where you need to take extra care of yourself. But with that in mind, thank you guys so much for tuning into tonight's stream. I apologize that it was shorter and at a wackier time than normal. We will be back to normal next week when I'm feeling much better. I will be live again on Monday for some more Borderlands 3 as we will finally get through the Hits and Jackpot DLC. But I don't have a lot right now, it seems. But maybe that's just my exhaustion talking. But if you want to be notified as to when I go live next, why do the lights keep going out on this thing? I recommend you follow Twitter. If you want more content from me, I recommend you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're enjoying the good vibes here, you want to keep engaging with the community, then I recommend you join the Ultimate Blanket Fort, join the Discord community. We're nice and cozy in here. It's a great meeting new people, be kept up to date on Discord events as well as stream updates. Yeah, I forgot I could turn that right. But with that in mind, thank you guys so much for tuning into tonight's stream. Enjoy that Blanket Fort. Stay cozy, especially since it's going to be storm tomorrow, and I will catch y'all on Monday. Love them up.